Afternoon, my friends. नमस्कार. लाइब्रेरी प्रोफेशनल एसोसिएशन के वेबिनार सीरीज के ये 14वां अध्याय है और इसमें आप सबका स्वागत है. वेलकम टू द 14th webinar of Library Professional Association. I must introduce a little bit about the Library Professional Association. So this association is non-profit professional association organized for scientific, literary, and educational purpose and dedicated to the creation, organization, dissemination, and application of knowledge concerning information and its transfer. The membership is drawn from all fields in which information is important, either as an object of a study or as a means to an end. An auxiliary purpose of the association is to provide its members with a variety of channels of communication within and outside the profession, including meeting and the publication, and with the service organization to help them in their professional development and advancement. So I, Anand Anjani Jha, on behalf of Library Professional Association or Moving World, I welcome all of you for this 14th series of webinar. So before starting this webinar, I do have some announcement for you. So if there is some technical error coming in between, so sorry for the technical glitch if occurred in between the program. Just wait for 1 or 2 minutes, we will resolve the issues. Another certificate will issue within 3 days of the program. If you don't get, please send your query to WhatsApp number 9910017177 through WhatsApp. Your name, date of the webinar, and your payment proof should be sent to this number. And if you have any suggestion for the further webinar, if you want to listen some eminent speaker, if you want to have some discussion on some relevant topic.
Mr. Anand, can you repeat your phone number again?
Definitely, sir. I can put it in the chat box, so not an issue. Every person have. It is 9910017177. Okay. So if you there is any suggestion, your suggestion is always welcome. You can send it to the email. So we will see in future. Now we do have the very eminent speaker with us. His name is Mr. Shakil Ahmed. Mr. Shakil Ahmed is expert in the Scientometric and he did his bachelor and master degree in library and information science from Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. In addition to LISC and MLIC, he did MPhil, library and MPhil in library and information science from Vinayaka Mission University, Salem. He is presently pursuing a PhD from Banasthali University. Okay. He has 14 years of working experience in Library and Information Center. Presently, he is working in the Deanship of Library Affairs as a lecturer, technical librarian, and liaison librarian for the College of Engineering, Institute for Research and Medical Consultations, IRMC, Deanship of Scientific Research, Deanship of Academic Development, and Imam Abdul Rahman bin Faisal University, Dammam. He has published more than 20 research publications in national and international journals and conferences. He is also teaching library skills course at the College of Engineering at Imam Abdul Rahman bin Faisal University, Dammam. He is an active information literacy trainer at IAU, Dammam, Saudi Arabia, and India too. He is also an expert in many scientometric and bibliometric tools like BiblioShiny, BOS Viewer, ScientoPy, RScholar, and BibExcel. This is basically her love, her affection, his dedication towards the profession. So he approached me and told me, Anandji, I do have this kind of expertise. Can we have one webinar so we can more and more communicate with the Indian library professional? I just want to tell him, I just want to teach him whatever I want. So thank you, Shakil Ahmed ji, for your kind concern and all. Now we have Dr. Ramanand Malviya, President of Library Professional Association. I request Dr. Malviya, please say a few words about the today's webinar topic. Dr. Malviya, the platform is yours, sir.
Sir, mic mute. You are mute.
Cytometrics and bibliometrics data analysis using open softwares. The speakers of today's webinar is Mr. Shakil Ahmed, Lecturer, Deanship of Library Affairs, Imam Abdul Rahman bin Faisal University, Dammam, Saudi Arabia. The moderator of this webinar is Mr. Anand Ranjani Jha, Treasurer, LPA, New Delhi. This topic is very important for library professionals, researchers, academicians, teachers, or who are writing a research paper, etc. In the fastest growing technological world of information communication technology and scientific research and development, an overwhelming amount of information, data in various formats is generated directly or indirectly. As for the academic and scientific community is concerned, a large number of scholarly articles being published on daily basis of research scholars, academicians across the world, etc. Bibliometric and scientometric analysis, science, mapping and visualization techniques are used to understand the evaluation of scientific knowledge, intellectual concepts, social structures, interconnections and interrelationship of thousands of millions of scholars and scholarly published articles. Bibliographies, references, and citation data retrieved from database like Google Scholar, Web of Science, and Scopus are used to conduct such analysis and studies to measure the scientific productivity and the analysis impact of scientific research embedded in the research articles. Bibliometric is the use of statistical method to analyze the books, articles, and other publications, etc. Bibliometric methods are frequently used in the field of library and information science. The subfield of bibliometric, which concerns itself with the analysis of scientific publications, is called scientometry. Library Professional Association welcomes Mr. Shakil Ahmed for accepting our request and sparing his valuable time. This webinar has drawn widespread attention and a wide-ranging response, both in the terms of participation and choice of subjects, its current needs and importance for the teachers, researchers, and library professionals. Now I request Mr. Anand to proceed. Over to Mr. Anand.
Yeah, I request Dr. Ahmed. So without delaying anything, so they just
Yes.
take the charge and proceed the webinar. Dr. Ahmed.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. So, first of all, I would like to thank all the organization, especially Anand Jha sir and Malviya sir, Salek Chand sir, and all the participants also who joined and joining for this webinar on tools of bibliometrics and scientometrics. So without delay, I will start. Already Dr. Malviya sir introduced you about the bibliometric and scientometric, but I would like to share you my slides also. And first of all, I will introduce about me. my name and my email ID and my mobile number and WhatsApp is in the first slide. So I will go one by one. Yes. So this is the definition of the bibliometric and scientometric. I will not take too much time on it. And this is introduced in 1969 by the Pritchard and his article Statistical Bibliography of Bibliometric. And after this, he has given many definition. In the beginning, it was the study of the measurement of books and articles, but later it become the measurement of the databases and many more literature. Especially we are seeing in the bibliometric the authorship, publication, and use. Reads they have given this one in 2014 definition. So here you can see the some tools I am showing. See here some tools, some open source software tools, Bibliocene, BibExcel, Bibliocene, Bibliomaps, SiteSpace, SiteNet Explorer, SciMed, Site2 tool, and VSPure. So there is a lot of tools you can see, and when this is the last updated these tools, and these tools are working on the desktop. Some is working on the web also. So Bibliocene and Bibliomaps both are working on the web, and others are all working on the desktop. So here some softwares are also bibliometrics, Bibliocene is same. BiblioTools, Titan, Meta Knowledge. Meta Knowledge is actually working on Python, and ScientoPy is also working on Python. And this one BiblioTools is also working on the Python. Bibliometrics, Titan, and Sciento Text. These are working on the R. So next slide, you can see here the comparison we have taken from one article. Recently, this article is published in the March 2020. So here you can see CRE Explorer, ScientoPy, Publisher Paris, BibExcel, Bibliocene, Bibliomap, SiteSpace. So you can see if you will see the BibExcel or Bibliomap, these are working in a specific field, like thematic map, author network, reference network. But one software is here, Bibliocene. Bibliocene, you can see it is working in all field. It can create you the visualization also. It can give you the evaluation also. It can give you the table also. Okay, so like this you can see here. So just this is the comparison. Okay, and here also you can see the comparison. Okay, so you will find the bibliometrics. Bibliocene is one of the best tools because it will give you the visualization also and tables also. So here more slides I will show before going to live. So here you can see the Bibliocene interface is there, and this is about the Bibliocene, how Bibliocene is. Bibliometrics is an open source tool for executing a comprehensive science mapping analysis of scientific literature. Bibliometrics package provides various routines for importing bibliographic databases from, actually it is working for the Scopus and Web of Science, PubMed, and Dimension and Cochrane databases. 5 databases it is covering. So it is creating, performing bibliometric analysis using data metrics, co-citation, coupling, scientific collaboration. All it will, I will show you live. So here Bibliocene, how Bibliocene app is working. So you can see here how it is working. How it is working. Bibliocene allows no coders to use. Actually, bibliometrics was based on the coding. Okay, it was before it was on coding. You have to go in R tools and you have to type the coding. But when they introduce the Bibliocene, it is for no coder. We librarians don't know. We know the little bit coding, so it is easy for work, and it is developed in Cine environment. Just install and load Bibliometric, type BiblioCine, and the games start. So this is the BiblioCine, how it is working. BiblioCine web app, Cine package, Bibliometric package, and R environment. This is another software is his site. This is also developed by the Egan Garfield, and this is the Web of Science package. And this is very important and very easy to create the tables. And it is also making the graph also. I will show you. And this is the history site. I will show you how you will download. And there is some setting, some technical point is there. So you have to do that technical point. I will show you. And this is the ScientoPy for creating the graph. This is the wonderful application, you can say tools, and it is working on the Python. Okay, it will create your graph and tables also. But usually we are using the graph from ScientoPy, and very nice. I will show you how you will get it, from where you will get it, and how you will create it. So this is the ScientoPy, how ScientoPy is working, how data is taking and how data is processing, and processing brief graph, and then processing brief table data analysis. You can see how it is creating the visualization. Okay, so it is finished. Now I will go to live. So first of all, I will show you the R Studio, BiblioCine, how you will download, how you will do the BiblioCine. So here the BiblioCine, first of all I will show you. This is the website. 1 minute. Bibliometrics.org. Bibliometrics.org. When you will go on the bibliometrics.org, you will find the Bibliometrics 3.0. Okay. Yeah. So here you can see home page. Here features you can see BiblioCine Q point. Here documents you can see package tutorial, BiblioCine tutorials. Here downloads. So go in the downloads. In downloads you can see a developer version and stable version both. Here publication, whatever publications through this software researcher did, all are here available. So here go in the stable version. Okay, and after stable version, when you will go, you can see download and install the most recent version of R. So here you have to download the CRAN. Okay, and after that you have to download, install, and most recent R Studio. So both are available. If you want to see, I can show you here for 1 minute. Just R Studio you will download from here, and then you have to give this command. I will show you how you will give the command. So first one is open. Yeah, this is open. Okay, the comprehensive R archive network. So just if you are working on the Windows, just download the Windows, and here you have to install. Okay, after installing it, just you have to run it. Just close it. And this is the R Studio. R Studio 1.3 is released now. So you have to go and download. And here you can see, this is the free available. Okay. This is the R Studio. These are no need. Just you will click here on free, and this is available. Download R Studio for Windows 1.3 is available. Just you have to download and run it. So first you have to install and run the CRAN, and then you have to download and install the R Studio. When you will run the R Studio, it will be open like this. Okay, so you have to open the R Studio, not CRAN. So here, what you will do, just suppose see here you can see here Bibliometrics is available. Here you can see Bibliometrics is already available. But when you will first time you will install it, Bibliometrics will be not available. Okay, so what you will do, just you will go here on the website and you will take it, install.bibliometrics dot packages and bracket this one, where yeah, this one, just you will keep it, okay, and enter, okay. So it will take 10 minutes, at least it will take 10 minutes to finish the installing. So you can take one cup coffee and tea, and it will be in between, it will be finished. So I have already, okay, when it will be ready, just you will click here bibliometry, okay. When you will click on the bibliometrics, one more interface will open, okay. You can see now it is opening. It will, maybe it will take you 10 seconds and 15 seconds. So benefit of the Bibliocini is all the works of your article, one article you can do here. No need to use the any other software. So now it is opening. In between, I will show you the publications. Okay, so you can see how much publication through this software came. Okay, this much. These are the publication by the founder of the Bibliocini, Mosimo and Cucurolo. Okay, and other researchers also did this much papers. You can see all the papers are here. You can download, you can see, you can take the idea of through this paper. Okay, so I think this is now it is ready, you can see. So this article is published in the 2017. So this by the developer Massimo Aria and Cucuralo. So you can read this paper, okay? You can download this paper. This is available in Science Direct elsewhere. So you can download from Google Scholar and you can read this paper. So here what you will do, when it will tell you to start with the Shiny web interface, please digit Bibliocini and this one double bracket, single bracket. Just what you will do, you will type Bibliocini. When you will type Bibliocini will come. You can see this is on 4th position. Just you will click and you will enter. So when you will enter, it will be automatically open in your by default browser. Okay. So you can see it is opening. So now it is opening. It will open just like Koha. It will assign one new IP. Okay, one IP. This is the IP based. So on one IP it is opening. So this is now open. Okay. Now Bibliocini is ready. You can see welcome, and the same article I showed you. Same article is here available. If you want to know more about this software, you can read this article. Okay. So here Bibliocini, the Shiny app for the bibliometrics is available. So go down. Features is available. You can see all the features. This is the bibliometric website. You can go on the bibliometric website. Here you can see a workflow. Very nice workflow is here given. So this is the network matrix creation. This network matrix you can create in the VS Viewer also. Okay, but this mapping is the advanced feature of the Bibliocini. Factorial map, dendrogram map, semantic map, and network map, and histograph. This is there. So some participant can face where they will get the data for practice. So here one Web of Science data is available. When you will click on the link, this link, 500 data is there. So you can download this data and you can do the practice. Okay, and there will be zip file. Just you will unzip and take the data and you can do the practice. Okay, so they did one research on the Journal of Informatics. Like any journals you can select and you can do the study. Or suppose you want to do the study on the top 5 journal of library science or any science, you can take and you can do. So here is the data, how you will take the data. So two types you can take the data, import or load files and gather data using APIs. So first one I will show you gather data using APIs. So in gather data APIs, two bibliographic databases there. One is Dimension, another is PubMed. For Dimension, you have to take the APIs. You have to request with the Dimension. Okay, you have to send them email. Please allot me the APIs. So if they will give you APIs, you can. And another one is PubMed. So for PubMed, no need the APIs. Just you will configure API request. If you will click here, it will be open. So here you will put your query and just you will do the OK. Okay, here it will come the OK, and then you will download the metadata. So it will start the working. So even you can do the one thing, you can download the Excel file also. Okay, and you can start the working. Okay, from PubMed, two way you can work. One way you can do the here direct, and another way you can download the CSV or Excel file from PubMed directly. You can go the PubMed and collections, and you can do. Here I will show you the import or load data files, how it is working with the import or load data files. So in the morning, I have already downloaded the data from Scopus and Web of Science. Okay, so I will show you only how you will download the data from Scopus and Web of Science, because data is already available with me. Just for your information, I am going to show you how you will download. So both are opening Scopus and Web of Science. Okay. So Web of Science, I will choose the address, and in address I will choose the Patna University. Suppose you can also study your university. Okay, any university study you want to do, you can do through the WSCINI very easily. If you want to do the study of any topic, you can do the topic study also, or subject study also, or you want to do the any journal study. Suppose you want to do the scientometric journals study, or you want to do the top 5 journals in the library science study. Just you can download the data and you can start the study. So here I am taking the two university, Patna University and Magad University. Magad University, both are in Bihar. Okay, so just for your example I am showing. Okay, and address, and just search. Here it will be not and, it should be or. 1 minute. And here this is also open Scopus. I will show you. Patna University. So here in Boolean operator, please take care. Okay, here you have to write the or, choose the or, not and. So you can see here how much data is here. Patna University and Magad University both 594 data is here. So what you will do, just you will click on the add to mark list. No, don't download direct. Okay, export direct. First you have to click the add to mark, and here 50,000 data you can mark. So Hello. Am I audible? Hello, sir.
Yes, now you are
Okay.
audible. In between, your
Sorry.
voice is gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, my internet gone. Okay. Sorry for that.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
please continue.
Yes. Sorry. So here you can see the mark list is here. Okay. So just you will go in the mark list, and here you can click select all. Suppose you don't need anything, conference you don't need, publication information you don't need. So just you have to select. So, but there is minimum criteria is there. You need the cited references. You need cited references to count
Sorry,
here.
Sakilji, your screen is not visible.
Sorry, sir. Sorry. I have
Yeah.
to check. 1 minute. Internet glitch is there. 1 minute. Okay. So again, I have to repeat something, or I have to go.
See, I think 5 minutes lost, everyone.
Everyone, 5 minutes lot.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go through the Scopus. Okay.
Right.
Okay. From Scopus, just I have selected, I was talking about the how to you can collect the data. So from Scopus, I have just collected the data of the Patna University. Okay, just what you will do, you have to select, write the Patna University in the address, and just you have to search. So any university data you can take and can do the study. Suppose you are working in any IITs, any university, central university, you can do the study. So just you have to select here and go in the export, and here you have to download the all the format. Here you have to choose the cited information, bibliographic information, abstract and keyword. And here, if you need the funding information, then take, otherwise include the references. Okay. Here you have to download the RIS file also, CSV also, and BibTeX also. You need only BibTeX and CSV, but keep the RIS file also with you. I will tell you what is the benefit of keeping the RIS file. Also, already data I have downloaded. In the Web of Science, you will go in the mark. First, you have to do the mark list, and then you will go in the mark list, and here you can download the data 1 to 500. Okay, 1 to 500. So for Bibliocini, you have to go in the other format, and just for Bibliocini, you have to download the plain text or BibTeX. So one thing is Bibliocini from Scopus is taking the data CSV or BibTeX. Again, I am repeating. From Scopus database, Bibliocini is taking the data in the format of BibTeX or CSV, and from Web of Science, it is taking the data plain text and BibTeX. Okay, so keep in mind. Okay. So here data is already available with me. I will show you data. Here data is already available, and here I have the Scopus data. Okay, and in all format, and here I have the Web of Science data. Okay, so just I will show you the Scopus data, how you can take this. Just you have to keep here, select here the import raw files. Okay, if you have already load bibliometric file, if you have bibliometric file, I will show you, then you have to select here. Otherwise, first time you have to select import raw file, then you have to select the Scopus. Here it will show you the file format. Which file format? BibTeX or CSV? Suppose here I will take the file format is BibTeX. So just browse the data from there. Desktop, and the data, Scopus data, and I will take the bib file. You can take the Scopus file also. Just you have to select here Scopus, and then you will start. Here start button is here. When you will start, you can see right side in the corner, it will show you conversion in progress. Matlab means it is reading the data. Now data reading is completed. You can see now it has completed the data reading, and it is telling you how much data is. Number of documents is 712 is available. So here, if you want to save it as a Excel, you can export as a Excel also. So when you will save as a Excel this file, then so next time you can take the data as a load bibliometrics file. So this is the load bibliometrics file. You have already exported the data when first time you have imported data in the bibliostream. Now this file is ready. This file is ready for the study. Okay. Next step is filter. When you will go on the filter, here document type is available. Suppose this document erratum I don't need. Okay. This erratum I don't need. So I will delete this. Okay, now it will go gone from the file. And suppose I want to add the erratum. So I can add also. Just you will type the erratum. Now it is coming. I want to add it. I can add it also. I can remove it also. Okay. If I want to remove it, I can remove it also. I want to later add it. I can add. Here year is given. You can make the year wise filter also. Suppose I want to filter from 2000. Okay, from 2001. So I can make from 2000. So you can filter year wise also. So you can see the document 377 documents out of 712 documents. So in the Patna University from 2000 to 2020, only 377 publications is there. Okay, this much less publication is there. So that's why they are not in the NRIF 100 list also. Okay. Here, suppose you want to study, I will study not less than 10 citations. Okay. So here you can make that. Okay. So if you will make the 100 minimum 10 citations, see how much documents. Only 155 documents from Patna University which got 10 or above citations. Okay. So suppose we will keep the from 0 to 329. So one publication is there that got the 329 means citations. So let's move on. Next, data set. Okay, what is the data set? Main information, annual scientific production, every citation per year, and 3 field plot. These 3 field plots they have recently added. I will show you how it is nice. So main information first I will show you. To the main information, bibliocene is dividing in the 5 parts. I will show you how it is dividing. So now it is main information of this document is ready. Okay, you can see time span. You can see from 1932 to 2020. Source journal. This much document is there. 707. Okay, and in this much document, how much journals contribute? 377 in 377 journals happen. Average publication, years average publication is there. Citation per document is you can see, and documents type, articles how much, book how much, book chapter how much you can see, and here you can see the documents contents, how much keywords, how much author keywords. You can see the author's information, how much author is there, how much author appearance is there. Okay, this is 943 is the unique author. Okay, and author appearance means author is maybe repeatable, maybe one author is 2 documents, 3 documents like this. Author single author documents is 67. Okay, author multi-author documents is 876. Okay, single author document, author collaboration you can see here. Okay, so all the information you can see. If you want to view all the information, just you can do the show all, or here 100 up to 100 it is showing. So if you will see 150, it is okay because 32 entry is there. Now you can move the annual scientific report. Okay, so it will make you graph also, plot also, and table also. So you can see this is the plot. Okay, this is the plot of the annual scientific report, and after that you can see the total also. Okay, in the 1932 one paper is there, 1950 also one paper. So this much is 7 entry is there. If you want to see this all the entry, just you can do this show all. Okay, and if you want to download, here you can download the Excel, PDF, you can print also, you can download in CSV, or you can directly you can copy and you can keep in the Excel or on the MS Word. Here one more important information is there, annual growth rate. What is the annual growth rate of the Patna University publication? 3.39, very less. Okay, very poor growth rate is here. You can see 3.39 only growth rate is here. So here another more important information is average citation per year. Now is game is starting. Okay, here now you can see how much publication in the 1932 one, mean TC per article, mean total citation per article is 14, and mean TC per year is this much, and how much citable years is there? 88. After that you can see many years is vacant, no publication, no publication. Yeah. Directly in 1951 publication is coming after a long time, you can see here. Okay, so like this you can study the other university data also. 3 field plot I will show you. 3 field plot, and in 3 field plot, suppose I want to in the middle I want to keep the affiliation, and here is a lot of option is there. You can see author, affiliation, countries, keyword plus title, abstract, sources, references, cited sources. Okay, so it is depend upon you or the author which field they want to keep in the middle, which field they want to keep right, which field they want to keep extreme left. Okay, so suppose in the middle I want to keep the affiliation, and the left I want to keep the suppose author, and extreme right I want to keep the countries. Okay, so like this. And here it is given the 20, I want to keep the only 10. Okay, so just you can keep the 10. Okay, like this you can filter like this. Okay, and apply now. Now it is creating the 3D 3 fields plot. So it will take 30 seconds. It depend on upon data. If data is very big, means data is 20 GB, 25 GB, it can you can see now it is created. Okay, if it is not coming, it is good. You can see Prakash D, Mishra LK, Ghosh, Kumar, and these are the authors. So if this plot is big, you can see the Patna University, and this you can see these are the this one collaborative institution is with the Patna University. You can see. Okay, so if this diagram is called the Sankey diagram, you can go in Google and you can see what is the Sankey diagram. Okay, so here India is here, and they have also collaboration with the USA, Canada, Japan. Okay, and Patna University collaboration with maximum collaboration is with Bihar Agriculture University, Indian Institute of Technology, Patna, and State University of New York at Albany. Okay, so see you can. So with this diagram you can see. So if we'll keep in the Patna University, it is also 1437. If you'll keep on the India, it is also showing how much collaboration like this. Okay, and on the author you can see Kumar is highest. Okay, Kumare. Okay, so like this you can create the Sankey diagram, three field plots. It depend upon you what you want to keep in middle, what you want to keep in right side or left. So next one is sources. In sources, you can see the most relevant source and most local cited sources, Bradford laws, source impact, and source dynamics. So here I want to show you the Bradford laws. So you can see the Bradford laws. It is creating automatically the Bradford laws. For Bradford laws, it is created the map. You can say this is the map for the Bradford laws. And if you want to see the table, just click on the table. You can see it has created the Bradford laws table also. So suppose you want to take the 10 rows, you can take the 10 rows, just you can download this data. If you want to modify this data, suppose after journal you want to add the publisher and country. So one by one here searching box is also here, okay? If you want to search any information, you can search also the information. Another important is source impact, okay? So this table, two tables are very important, source impact and author's impact. Both I want to show you. So this is the plot of the source impact. If you want to download the source impact, you can download from here. Okay, otherwise you can go on the table and you can see the table. Okay. So this is the table of the source impact. You can see it is also giving you the H index, the G index, M index, total how many citation, and it is descending order in paper wise. So in Journal of the Indian Chemical Society, Patna University is contributed more papers, 57 papers. After that, there is Asian Journal of Chemistry. They have contributed the 30 papers. Out of 57, how much they got the citation? Okay. So here you can see the how much citation they got. 167, 34, 120. Okay, like this. So here you can create your rank also for both. Okay. And what is the starting year of the publication? Not the journal. Publication is starting year is 1970, 78, 1996, like this. Okay. So now come on the author. In the author, I want to see Lotka's law. Okay. In Lotka laws, you can see authorship pattern also. Okay. This is the authorship pattern. You can create the authorship pattern. You can take the data from here on the Excel and you can create the authorship pattern in the Excel also. So you can see now it is in creating. It will create the plot and table both. So this is the benefit of the Bibliocini. The Bibliocini can create the plot and table both together. You can see this is the table plot and this is the table. If you want to see one document is one document is contributed by 579 authors. Two authors document is this much 153 author documents is this much 62. Like this you can see, you can take, you can download, you can analyze this data and you can use in your article. So another feature is most important is author's impact. If you generate the author impact, you can see the author H index will come also, G index, just like journal it will come, M index will also come, citation it will also give you total papers of the author. So suppose you want to take the top 10 authors, you can take from here easily. This is the just the diagram plot you can say, and here you can see the about the author. So Sinha RK is the on the top. He has the 40 publications and Kumar is 34 publications. So this is the by the publication. How much citation they have on that publication? How much M index? How G index? How much they have the H index? You can see. And what is the starting year of their publication? First publications. Okay. So first publication of the Sinha RK is 1993. Kumar is 1989. So like this, you can make the table. You can analyze the table and you can use. So now I will switch to here the most relevant applications. You can see also here corresponding authors, country, you can see country, scientific production, you can see also most cited countries. Of course, India will be the most cited countries. After India, you can say USA is there. After that, United Kingdom is there. So it looks like the collaboration. It will show you the collaborations. Okay. So now I will go on the document. In the document, the most important thing is in the Bibliocene is word cloud. This is the most exciting features. Okay, wonderful feature of the Bibliocene. Okay, you can here you can suppose I will choose the key author keyword. Okay, so it is now creating with the author keyword. Suppose I will take the number of words. I will take only the 20. So this is the 20. Here many settings are here. You can change frequency, which frequency you want to take, circle you want to take, or cardioid, diamond, star, whatever. And here you want to take the dark or light. If you select the light, it will create like this. And here background color also you can select. Okay, suppose I want to create this background color, just I will choose. So it will give you the background color also. Okay, and here rotation you can also do in the last. Suppose I want to rotate up to 5. So you can see how it is nice. Now it is rotated. And font size also you can minimize or maximize. So 0.5 font size I want to take. So this is the font size. Okay, 0.5. So here you can do the many settings. Left side is only setting. Okay, and table it will also give. When you will write the article, you need this table. You have to describe the calories, battery choose is this much, XRD is this much. Okay, data is this much. So you will write down. When you will explain the map, you have to write from this table. Tree map is also very important and the very good features of the Bibliocene. Okay, you can see. I will choose again the author keyword. And if you want to choose the title of the abstract, you can choose the title and abstract also. So 50 words I have taken. Suppose I will take the 25 words only. So you can see this is the biggest this one contributing this word. Okay. So table if you want to see for tree map, you can see the table also. Okay. And plot if you want to take a plot. Here left side you can see setting is there. Font size if you want to maximize the font size, you can maximize from here. Okay. So now it will be look nice. Okay. So here you can do left side from left side. Another feature is what dynamics trend topics you can see yourself. Okay. Just download the data and go and analyze. Okay. Conceptual network I want to show you, just like the VS viewer. No need to VS viewer. You can conceptual network you can do here. Okay. So just you will click and here left side you can see many options is coming. Okay. You have to choose the options. Okay. So I will show you the options. One conceptual network. And in conceptual network, it will create the table and degree plot also. I will show you how it is creating the degree plot. Okay. So now it is created. 1 minute. Here, if you want to download save the figure, you can save the figure also. Save in Pajek also. You can save in Pajek also. Here, you can change the data or this one, and then you have to apply. So now it is creating. Sometimes it is taking the time. Okay. So number of levels is 50. And now it is created. You can see now it is created. So size is very small. I want to increase the size. So size you can increase, level size you can increase from here. Suppose I want to keep the 10 level size, and here I want to give the curve edges. Okay, okay, yes, I will do the yes. I will give age size also little bit I will increase. Suppose I want to keep the 6 age size, and number of levels, number of nodes and levels both I will decrease. Okay. So it will look nice, and association all automatic layout. Here layout you can change. Suppose I want to keep this sphere. Okay, I will take the sphere, and keywords, author keywords I want to take, and then I will apply. So now you can see it will looks beautiful. Now it is creating. So now it is increased. You can see now this is the 3D type plot it is creating. Okay. So I selected the edge. Yes, curved edge is there. So you can take, you can adjust it also. You can move it also. You can see I want to move it little bit. I can move it also. Okay. Suppose someone is overlapping, then you can move also. Okay. Anyone is overlapping, you can move. You can adjust it also. Okay. When you will adjust, it will be adjusted. See, this is the adjusted. Okay. So you can make the in the conceptual structure. You can co-occurrence network. You can generate like this. Okay. Another important feature is thematic map also, thematic evolution also. Okay. So there is a lot of features in the you can say in the Biosini. Okay. And it is not possible in the 1 hour. I have to show you all the features. Okay. Just you can download the data and you can do the practice yourself. Okay. No topics is here, not it is not creating, maybe the topic is not matching. Okay, some data is not matching to this. Okay, so it is not taking. Okay, but it is creating. I have created many factorial analysis. I want to see. So in the factorial analysis you can see also the term, how much number of terms you want to take, how much level size you want to keep. Okay, so this is the factorial analysis. It is created auto. It is created 2 factorial analysis. Suppose I want to create the 3 factorial analysis. Okay, and age level size I will increase up to 14. Okay. And number of terms I will minimize. I will keep only 25, and here I will keep again author keywords. You can create with title and abstract also. Just for example, I am showing you. Okay. So you can see the number of cluster. It is not creating 3. Maybe it is not matching. So just I will do the auto again. Yeah, you can see size increase because data is very less and study is also not very different, and studies are also very old. So here you can see this is the thematic this one factorial analysis is created here. Okay, so 2 is created but 1 is here and 1 is here. So topic dendrogram also you can create. So topic dendrogram it will create like this. Most contributing paper, you can see most contributing papers it will also create. So it will create like this. You can level size if you want to increase, you can increase. Most cited papers you can also see. In factorial analysis it will also create you the most cited papers like this. Okay, so these are the very useful graphs when you will write the paper. Intellectual structure, co-citation network and histograph. Co-citation network also you can create. Okay, so like this. Now it is creating. Curve size. Suppose I want to give the curve size. I will give the curve size. Now it is analyzing the data. Here the paper is given. Suppose I want to create with the author. So I will select the author. Okay, and yeah. Now it is created with the paper, but I will choose the author. So I have to minimize the data also because number of nodes is 50. Just I want to give the number of nodes is 20. So it will, okay, 22, no problem. Look nice. Number of levels. Okay. Size I will increase. Okay. You can also increase the size when you will do the analysis. You can see how beautiful this is created, just like 3D diagram. Okay. So this graph you can use in your study, and you can move it also. You can adjust, you can minimize, maximize from here. Okay. You want to move here, you can move also. Okay, here and there. Okay, you can move it also. So you can see how it is looking nice. Okay, so better than VS Viewer it is. Okay, so this is the intellectual structure. Histograph also you can create. I am not creating. Collaboration network also you can create here. And finally that 1 minute. Collaboration world map. So collaboration world map also you can create of the Patna University. For any data, you can do the journal study also. You can do the topic study also. You can do the university or institution. Suppose in your state also, so you can see also. Suppose Himachal Pradesh. In Himachal Pradesh, you can take the 2-3 universities. You can download the data. You can do the study. Okay, all together. You can show. You can compare also. So this is the collaboration map already created. Just I am showing the table also. So you can see here Australia, Turkey, and so here frequency wise. Just I will descending order. I will make the descending order and 2 times just click. So descending order. India and USA, how much frequency? 1 minute. India and USA is 61. It was 61. It will come. And India and Japan 20. Okay. India and United Kingdom. This is the 17. Japan and USA 17. India, Korea 10. India and Saudi Arabia 9. Like this, you can see this is the world contribution. Okay. So this is the world country collaboration map. You can see these lines will also show you. Okay, country collaboration. Okay, thick lineage means more contribution. Okay, like this. So this is the introduction of the Bibliocene. If any questions, I think I should take the question here. Then I have to move on another software if organizer will allow me. Mr. Anandji.
Yeah, definitely, sir. So there is only 2 questions I found in the chat box. Okay.
Sir.
And you want to answer that question, then you move to the another software.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, time is not limitation for me. If the participant is enjoying and that I got in the feedback, then there is no issue. Okay, sir.
Okay, I am also enjoying, no problem.
Okay, so there is the 2 questions I just want to put up in front of you. So one person asked me, it is necessary to have subscription of Scopus and Web of Science?
Sir, it is not necessary to have to Scopus or subscription. If they have friends, he can do the collaboration. It is not necessary in India that all the institutions have the Scopus and Web of Science. Okay, but for downloading the data, sir, subscription is necessary. Okay, but he can get the data from other sources also, from his friends or colleagues or anybody.
Yes, yes. So, and the another question, how to open Biblioshiny software after installation later time? Later time,
same process, sir. Same. He will go here. I will show you. He will go here and just he will click on the bibliometrics. Okay.
Okay.
Then he will click on the bibliometrics. This windows will come. This message will come.
Okay.
I showed you this message. This message will come and just he will type Biblioshiny and enter. It will be
Okay.
open in the by default browser. Okay.
Right, sir. So
Very
till now, I get only 2 questions regarding this.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you now further proceed for your presentation, and after
Okay.
that, if there is some query, I will put it in at the end of the webinar.
Okay.
So
So now
sir,
I am going to show you the HIST site, another
yeah.
software.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay, sir. Please go ahead.
Any question will come, I will take the question later
Sure,
also.
sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
So this is the HIST site, how they will download the HIST site software, from where they will get the HIST site software. I will show you. So HIST site software, you can see here, histsite.software.informer.com. But just they will type in the Google HIST site software. I will show you. Just I have taken from the Google. Here HIST site. I have typed the HIST site download. Okay. So this link, first link they have to open. HIST site 12.3 is the latest in 2017. It is last time updated. So they will download from the here. You can download from the here. Just you will click and you will download. After downloading the HIST site, you have to do one setting, and it is the necessary setting. If you will not do that setting, it will not work. Okay. So please see how I am doing this setting. Just after downloading the HIST site, after installing the HIST site, after downloading the exe file, you have to install. After installation, this type of windows will open. So what you will do, just you will go in the Internet Explorer, right click and go in the Internet Explorer. So just Internet Explorer I am going. And now Internet Explorer is open. Just you will click here on the tools, and 1 minute, not active. Now it will not active. You have to go on the internet options. Now it is activating the. Again I will click internet option. Just click on the internet option and go in the security. Okay. Everybody should see this one, security. Click on the security and custom level. After security, you have to go on the custom level. Create on the custom level and go here, and you will find one include local directory path when uploading file to the server. This will be disabled in your Internet Explorer. Just enable it. When you will enable it, just do OK, apply and OK. Okay. Now it will be ready. So now HIST site is ready. So how you will take the data? HIST site is only taking the data from the Web of Science. I have already downloaded the data from there, from the Web of Science, and it is taking the data from Web of Science plain text. Keep in your mind, Web of Science data and plain text. Okay. So these are the 2 files I have taken. Suppose you have from the Web of Science, you can download only the 500 data in one time. So 500, suppose you have 2000 data. So you have to 4 folders, 500, 500, 500 and 500, 4 folders. So how you will merge the folder? Okay, this is the question. Okay, so how you will merge the folders? I will show you. So just I am going to merge this folder. So just you have to open the CMD. Fine. Just open the command prompt. So now command prompt is open. So here I will show you how you will merge the files. Okay, more than one file. You have to merge here. Just you will write the CD. After writing the CD, give one space and take this path. Okay, folder path. Okay, this folder path, copy and keep on the here. Okay, after writing this CD, you have to give one space and give the path and enter. Now after enter, you have to write the dir, dir and give one this one, enter. You can see 2 files, 2 dir, but files in merge. Okay, then you have to write copy. Okay, and after copy give the one space and shift and this one asterisk, okay, and again dot, okay, and after giving the dot you have to give the file this one format txt. This is the txt file, okay. If csv is there you have to write the csv. If bib is there you have to write the bib. The bib text is there, and give one space and write the new file. I am writing the new file and again dot and txt, okay, and just you have to enter. Now you can see now file is merged. Here you can see, here you can see now new file is created and new file is now merged. So just I will make one copy, okay. Always make one copy, okay, keep one copy. So I make one copy here, and one more setting is there in the when file will be created. One more setting is there. Just open the file. Now I am opening the file. Now this file is opening, okay. So now you can see here FN Collaborate Analytics Web of Science, okay. This thing we have to change, okay. Instead of this thing we have to write this one for web hist site. This one I will show you. Just you have to replace this first column, okay. So just what you will do, just you will type here or you have to paste here. So just I have replaced it. So what is now FNISI export format VR dot, okay, just I have replaced. Now you will go in save as, just go in save as. And one thing is also important here. This is encoding is UTF-8 with BOM. No, we have to change. We have to take the ANSI, okay. ANSI, keep in mind, okay. New file, suppose new file I will give the name for new file is hist site, or you can replace also with the same file, okay, but keep one file always with you. So new file is hist site. I will save it, okay. Now it will tell this message will come. I will do the okay. Now it is saved. Now data is saved, okay. And this I will close, and this your hist site is ready. So just you will go in the file, add file, and go in the browse, and I will go in my folder. Then I will go in data, Web of Science, plain text, and this one new file hist site, okay. I will take it, so you can see. So now you will click on the add file. You will click on the add file. Now it is reading the data. You can see. Now it is reading the data. Now data reading is completed. Okay. So this much section will be appear: author, journal, cited references, words, yearly output, document type, language, institution with subdivision, and country. Okay. So now you can go in the analyze. Two things is here. One is standard and one is bibliometric. First, I want to show you the standard, and then I want to show you the bibliometric. Here you can customize also, customize also. Here tools, you can do the settings also. Here help file is there. Here glossary is there. Okay, any terms if you are not understanding, like LCS, GCS, LCR, CR. So just you can go in the glossary and you can read about that. Okay, here analysis is there. So suppose I want to do the analysis with start with the author. Just click on the author. You can see all the top author will come. Okay. Now this author Kumare, this much publication, this TLCS is total local citations. Okay, and TGS is total global citations. So we are taking the global citations. Okay. If you want to merge both, you can merge in the Excel also. Okay. And if you want to download it, you can go in the export tab and you can export in the CSV. So it is very easy. You can make it Excel sheet. Okay. Suppose I want to see the journal. Here you can click on the journals. You can see here you can just, if you want to copy also, you can copy top 10 journals. Okay, just you can copy and you can keep. Okay, in this journals how much record. If you want to see the record, you can go inside, more further inside, and you can see the records. Okay, cited references also you can see here. Words you can see, which top words, how much citation on that word you can see. Here it is also records, how much records, how much citation. Yearly output. Okay, yearly output you can see in which year, how much citation, how much record, and how much citation. Language wise you can see, document wise you can see, institution with subdivisions you can see. Okay, institution wise also you can see. Okay, and country. Finally, this is the country. You can see the country wise also. In India, how much, USA, how much. And here unknown will come. Unknown means in the file, country is not mentioned. Okay, so it will give you unknown. People are China, and here Canada, South Korea, Australia, UK. So all the data you can, if you want to export in the CSV, you can export in the CSV. Otherwise, if you want to copy, you can copy also like this. Okay, so this is the hist side. Any question about the hist side, sir? I can take the question. Anand sir?
Yes, boss.
Hello?
Yeah.
Any question?
Yes, someone have, I think there is a question ki how to install and like that. So, but that will be clear, or otherwise I'll send
No.
otherwise
Just
okay.
just they can download the XC file and they can download, and I showed already how they can do the setting. Okay.
Right. Not an issue. So after the webinar, I just share your complete video recording to everyone.
Oh,
I
okay.
already in chat box I put up the YouTube link so people can subscribe the channel, and they got all the detailed presentation over there, and they can
Okay.
learn later on
Okay.
also.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So how much time do you need?
If you'll give me 10 to 15 minutes, I can finish.
Definitely, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. So another challenge with us is all people have not the Web of Science data and this and that. Maximum we have the Scopus data. So how we can change the Scopus data into Web of Science data, Web of Science format, and then we can do the study in the HIST side. So just I will show you one example. You can see. This is the Scopus data. Okay, I will take the Scopus data. Okay, so for changing the Scopus data to the Web of Science data, for compatible to the HIST side, you have to take the RIS file. When you are downloading the data from the Scopus, you have to download also RIS file. Just you will take the RIS file and you will go here in the site space, make one folder, the site space, and in site space make two folders. One is data original. Okay, I kept the data already here in Scopus RIS. Okay, data original, and one folder make the data converted. Okay, and data converted field will be the empty. Okay, so let's open the site space. Site space is here. Site space is software basically for the graph citation analysis. Okay, and this is the site space. Okay, this is site space. Just open the site space 5, and how you will download the site space I will show you. Here SourceForge is there, one website, SourceForge and .NET project site space. Okay, just you open the SourceForge.net and type the site space. Site space will come. Now it is coming. Okay, see, this is the site space is available. Just you can download the site space from here. My system is little bit slow, so please. So here you can download the site space. Okay, I showed you already. Now I will go to the data conversion. I will open the site space. Now it is opening. So easily you can convert the data from site space, Scopus data from site space to Web of Science format, and you can analyze in the Web of Science HIST site. And through HIST site you can generate, you can see how much table you can generate easily. One, author, journal, cited references, words, yearly output, document type, language, institution with subdivision, and country. I think 8 to 9 this one 8 to 9 what we can say table you can make easily. And bibliometric view I didn't show you. I want to show you the bibliometric view. Suppose if you will go in the view and you will do the bibliometric view, just you will click here, you can see it will create also the percentage, many information it will give you in the bibliometric view. Okay, so all these TLCS, TLCST, if you will go in the glossary, here you can read about this. Okay, words you can see also how much percentage of the which word and how much the global. Country wise also you can see how much percentage of the India. Okay, 94%, unknown is this much, USA is this much. Institution wise also you can see Magad University how much, Patna University how much percentage is there. Magad University 49%, Patna University is 46%, Delhi University how much publication. It will give you the percentage also in the bibliometric view. Always keep remember, okay, in the bibliometric. Graph also, graph maker is here. If you want to make the graph from the east side, you can make the graph also. This is the graph maker. Just you go in the tool and open the graph maker. You can create the graph also in the history side. So now this is the site space is open. Okay, one I will close, two window is open. Just I will open one and one I will show you, and just move it. Agree. Click on the agree. Okay, this is the very big and this is the fantastic software, and this is very challenging software. This is not easy. Okay, but just for curiosity I am showing you. Import and export. Okay, just you will click on the import and export, and here Scopus is there. You can see WS data. It is also analyzing. It is also analyzing the Scopus data, cross reference dimension, CSV. Okay, CSV format. If you will give all these tags, and if you will make the CSV tag, it will also analyze. PubMed data it is also taking. Just here I am going to show you the Scopus data, RIS. Okay, just browse and input directory, directory where we kept the file. So I will show you the data. Just I will go on the desktop and I will keep my folder. So here you have to go. Where is, yeah, here citation, then the data, then site space. Go inside the site space and take the data original. Okay, so in input directory you have to take the data original, and in output directory again go back. And data, site space, and data converted. Okay, so output directory is data converted, and input data input directory is data original. Just click Scopus RIS to Web of Science. Just click it. Now it is converting the data. So now data is converted. You can see 710 records converted from the Scopus, and result is how much? 97.0%. In conversion, some data it is also deleting. Okay, I will show you where it is deleting the data. So now data is conversion is completed. So now I will go in the file and I will show you where it has converted the data. So here data is here in site space, and data converted. You can see invalid references. Invalid references, it is created on one file, and this is a data converted. Just you can open the data converted file, and same method you have to replace with this this one. FNISI export format VR. Just you will this first column you will replace and save as, and in encoding you ANSI is already available, so no need to NSI change. Just change the first column and you can do the study. Okay, already I showed you, so no need to. Another software is ScientoPy. 1 minute give me, I will finish it as soon as possible, and it is very good software for making the graph. So in the ScientoPy is here available. I have kept the data already. So this is the ScientoPy. Okay, I will open this Py. ScientoPy you can download from here. I will show you from the GitHub. I think you know already. GitHub, GitHub. From here you can download the ScientoPy. Okay, and all the information about the ScientoPy, what ScientoPy can do, installation for Windows, installation for Ubuntu, all the information is here available. Even the ScientoPy manual is here available. You can see ScientoPy manual is available. If you want to download the ScientoPy manual, you can download here. Okay, but here if you will download, this folder will come like this. Okay, so data in example. So here you have to create this folder. Okay, ScientoPy data in, and keep the folder, your folder here. For Scopus you have to keep the CSV file, and for from Web of Science it is analyzing only two databases, Scopus and Web of Science. For Scopus you have to keep the CSV file here, and for Web of Science you have to keep the tab delimited file here. Okay, so I have the Scopus data. I keep the CSV file here, and you can see. So you have to install the Python also. Okay, Python is free software. I will show you how you will download the Python. Okay, I want to clear you also. For Python will be here, data, site space, bibliocini, this side. I have all the, here you can see the Python. Here is this is Python 3.8.2 is available. Okay, this is the free. Okay, just like R, you have to download it and install it. Okay, then you will go in the ScientoPy and you will keep the data. You will create one ScientoPy data in, and here if you go in the down, you can see this one will come. ScientoPy GUI will come. So just you open the ScientoPy GUI. Now it is opening. So it is working on the Python. Okay, bibliocini is working on R, and ScientoPy is, and Sitespace is working on the Java. You have to Java 1.8. Okay, so now it is opening. It will take 1 minute time. I think it is, yeah, it is opening. Now ScientoPy is open. Okay, you can see now ScientoPy is open. So just select the data from here. Okay, how you will select the data? Just you will select the folder, this folder, ScientoPy data in. Okay, just select this folder, and now folder is here. Remove duplicates from documents. Okay, if you want to remove the duplicate from the document, just you have to click this one, and after that just you have to run the pre-process. Very simple, pre-process. When you will run the pre-processes, it will show like this. So there is no duplication is here. So here it will show you documents kept and remove documents. If remove duplicate will be here, it will show here the red. Okay, just if you want to save it, you can save it as whatever. Here many format is coming, you can save any format. Okay, otherwise you have to close it. You have to go in second analysis. Okay, just you have to go on the second analysis. So what you will do, just to suppose you will select the author, okay, and here bar trends is here, bar is here, timeline is here, evolution is here, word cloud is here. So first thing I will show you the bar trend. Here open result in table. Even you can open the result in the table also. Okay, and here you can run the process for the graph. Just run the process for the graph. You can see it is bar trends. It is created. So it is created the bar trends. One thing also more I want to clear here. Okay, here you have to start here and this one. Okay, here you have to give the start here. I will give the 900 the start here up to 2020. Okay, and here topic length, how much authors do you need? Okay, and window year, between the years how much gap you need, 2012 to 2014, 2014 to 16, like this. If you will give one, it will create year 2000, 2001, 2002, like this. Okay, so now I am again I am creating. Okay, so you can see the bar trend. Okay, so this blue one is studied before 2019. Okay, and this red one is between 2019 to 20, means 2 years. Okay, so you can see this graph. Okay, so another graph I want to show you. Suppose you want to create the bar, just run, it will create you bar. You can see this is created the bar also. Okay, and top 10 author is here I am taking. Suppose you want to take the 15 authors, you can take the 15 authors also. Timeline you want to see, you can see the timeline also. It will create the timeline also. Beautiful timeline it is creating also from 1900, from I think from here 1960. Okay, it is creating the timeline. Here you can see the all the authors it is given. Okay, number of documents here you can see. Here you can see the timeline. And here most beautiful graph is evolution. Author evolution you want to see, just click. It will create the author evolution also. So see, this is create the author evolution also. Okay. So you can see these authors are on the top, Sinha, RK, but Sinha within 2 years, Sinha is not on the top. Kumar S is on the top within the 2 years. Okay, here you can see from 19 to here you can see from 19 to 20, Kumar is on top. So this graph you reflect like you. Okay. Another one is one more example I will show you, country, and I will finish. Okay. Bar trends, I will show you country bar trend. So now it is creating the country bar trends also like this. So India is on top. Okay. In 2 years, how much is study? 7% between this to this. Okay. So another is India evolution I want to show you. Sorry, country. So I will show you. This is the country evolution. If you want to see, you can see like this. Okay. So this was the bibliometric and scientometric this one webinar, and with these few words, and thanks to the participant who joined, and thanks to the organizer who has given me opportunity. I want to finish it. If any questions, you can ask me. I have to reply. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, Anand.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So I do collected some questions. So the first
Okay.
I put all the questions. You just stop your screens here, sir. So all the participant can visible, and you start your videos.
So I have to stop, na?
You have to stop your screen share. You come on to the video, sir. You just on your video.
From where I have to stop this one?
The screen shares are already stopped. You
Okay.
just unmute your
Okay.
video.
Okay, okay. I will unmute my video. Okay. Now my
Yeah.
video is.
Yes, yes. So,
Okay.
so
thank
now you are visible to the participants. Almost
Yes, yes.
150 participants are waiting
Yeah,
since
yeah.
1.5 hours. So
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
the gravitational force of your presentation. So people are waiting since 1.5 hours. So there is some questions. So one question is difference between stable version and developer version in bibliometrics.
Bibliocini actually stable version is sir which version is ready version. Okay.
Okay.
There is no changes in stable version. They are sometimes they are changing. Okay.
Mhm. Right, sir.
Maybe 3.01 is the stable version.
Okay.
Maybe developer version will be 3.05 like this. Okay.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
So I got a lot of feedbacks from all the participants. They are put it in the chat box. You can also see, and later on I will see I'll send you all the chat whatever the people are talking about what kind of presentation it is. The second another question is, sir, if the data size is more than 10,000 data entries, how can they use?
No, up to 200 MB they can use, sir.
Okay,
Up to
so
200.
200 MB,
Yeah.
it doesn't require the number of data is
No.
how much bigger? Okay.
Even sir in the R, I don't know. Actually, I have to explore it, and I talked to the Massimo also. He told me also, but I didn't got it. Even in the R, we should know the R basic. Okay, we can
Right.
go in the R and we can change. If you will
Right.
change, it will take the GB. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4 GB data it will take.
Yes,
No
yes,
problem.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
suppose they are downloading the 10,000th record,
Hmm.
they can obsolete or they can leave the abstract, because
Okay.
abstract is covering too much data. Okay.
Right.
They should leave the abstract, so they can do
Right.
it easily. Okay.
Now
I did the 23,000 data.
oh,
Just
that's great. That's great.
23,500 data I did
So,
from the Bibliocene.
so it is
Okay.
tested. It is tested. So 10,000 data is yeah. So
Yeah,
10,000 data
and
is nothing
in the
big.
history side, no matter. In the
Okay.
history side, no matter.
Right.
Maybe it will be slow, but it will work fine.
So another question is very relevant to this. What is the data limit for export?
200 MB, I told you, no?
200 MB. Yeah. So that's why I told you this question is very relevant to that. Yeah. And if there is the 3-field plot, if we reduce data to 10 elements, okay, out of the total reports, then how to include other elements in display of plot?
No, in the 3-field plots are, they can make the mini graph. Suppose they are making with the country, references or affiliation, then they can also change author, affiliation and many. So many graphs they can create. Whatever graph they want to use, they can use for their study. Option is a lot of option is there.
Right.
It's depend on the author, sir.
Exactly. So last question. How to learn the nuances of BiblioShiny and Hitch? Are both the software are free or is open source software?
Free, open source, free.
Okay.
Right.
So well versed, you have taken all the questions, and I hope all the participants are enjoying a lot. अगर किसी का भी कोई क्वेश्चन कोई क्वेरी अगर रह रहा हो, so they just post me, they just mail me. I'll send it to the Shakil ji and he revert him directly. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
I have given my WhatsApp number and this email ID also. They can contact me also.
Sure,
okay.
Sure. And I got lot many queries about certificate, about PPT, about lot more things. So I must clear, this is the announcement for all the participants. Those who are pre-registered and those who are selected for the certificate, they just opt the option for the certificate and they pay ₹50 for the certification. Those candidates only get the certificate for this webinar, for all the webinar conducted by the Library Professional Association. Another PPT, we are not sharing the PPT. We will give you the YouTube link. The channel is Moving World. Our website is movingworld.in. You just go there. There is the YouTube link. You can go subscribe and all the webinars you will get over there, the video recording. So you can whenever you have time, you just go and learn calmly, and you just clear your. If there is some question, you just put it to the Library Professional Association email. I can forward it to the relevant speaker. Okay. And if the paid participant didn't get the certificate on time, after 3 days, they contact on 99-100-17177 with their name, date of the webinar, and receipt of the payment. Thank you so much. Now I hand over to the Mr. Salik Chandji. He is the Secretary of Library Professional Association. I call Salik sir for formal vote of thanks. Salik sir, please.
Thank you, Mr. Anand. Hello, listening. Are you
Yes, sir,
listening
yes,
me?
sir. Yes, sir. You are very audible, sir. Please.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Mr. Anand. And first of all, I congratulate to Mr. Shakil Ahmed for really sparing valuable time for this LP and LPA webinar. And on behalf of LP and on behalf of all the participants, I express my sincere thanks, heartfelt thanks to Mr. Shakil Ahmed for his excellent presentation. Really, it was very, very informative presentation, and I also impressed with his explanation about the Bibliocine HIST site, and that so many software he described in his speech. Really, it was very wonderful for me. And I also thanks to the moderator, Mr. Anand. And lastly, but not the least, I thanks मेरे जितने भी पार्टिसिपेंट हैं उन सभी का मैं अभिनंदन करता हूं, आभार प्रकट करता हूं, उनका धन्यवाद देता हूं कि जो इस एलपीए को और एलपीए वेबिनार को अपना तन मन धन से सपोर्ट करते आ रहे हैं, और मुझे आशा है कि वो आगे भी हमें ऐसी सपोर्ट मिलेगी। तो मेरा बहुत बड़ा धन्यवाद है सभी पार्टिसिपेंट को जो हमें अपना पूरा समय भी दे रहे हैं, अपना तन मन धन सब दे रहे हैं, और अपना पूरा अपना एक लगन से वो हमारी वेबिनार अटेंड करते हैं। और मैं अंत में धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा एलपीए की पूरी टीम को जो ये सब चीज़ ऑर्गेनाइज कर रही है, और जितने भी स्पीकर्स हमारे एमिनेंट ढूंढ के लाते हैं, सब इधर उधर से जितने भी हम प्रयास कर रहे हैं, वो शायद हो सकता है कहीं ना कहीं जितने भी हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट हैं उनको कहीं ना कहीं डायरेक्ट या इनडायरेक्ट जो फायदा मिलेगा। बहुत ही जल्दी कुछ ना कुछ इसका एक सॉल्यूशन जो और बेटर सॉल्यूशन हो सकता है वो हम निकालने की कोशिश करें। अंत में मेरा सभी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद शकील जी और सभी पार्टिसिपेंट और एलपीए टीम। थैंक यू वेरी मच टू ऑल ऑफ यू।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। थैंक्स अगेन।
बहुत धन्यवाद सर।
और
धन्यवाद, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Look at the kind of dedication of his. He's driving his car, but he stops somewhere.
I'm driving my car.
He stops somewhere and sharing his thoughts with all the participants. He always loved the participation of all over the world because he's very famous kind of personality. That's why he's very loving kind of person. So with that words, I request all the participants. This is the professional bodies. Library Professional Association is your association. Whatever you want to improve, you just contribute your idea. You give the name of the speaker. You give the topic of the webinar. We will conduct. We will with you. So with that word, I take vida to all of you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Okay, Shakil ji, sabak khair. All the best.
Thank you.